Hello, it's me. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do a very quick video on this notebook, and this is a Baron Fig Confidant notebook and in dot grid, and it's hardcover. I would like to do a review video on this notebook, so if you are interested to see what's the new feature on this notebook and what's the differences between these two notebooks, then please keep watching. So here I have this Losum 1917. Here, that's the brand for the comparison, and this is also a hardcover notebook with the elastic. So I will do this comparison video between these two. So at the back it says what's the features, and this is the Confidant series, and it says it opens flat, and it has 3 different type: blank, ruled, or dot grid, and it has a smart dimension. I need to do more research on that. What is the smart dimension? And the quality lasting paper, and 12 perforated pages. And if you buy a book, they will plant a tree, and that is so cool. I don't know, because we all know paper is made from a tree, and if we need more paper, they will cut more trees. But for this notebook, if you purchase one, they actually will plant another tree. That is pretty awesome thing to do. And oh, it says the dimension here is 5.4 inches by 7.7 inches. In total, they have 192 pages, and it's light gray color. So yeah, they aim to have a really simple design. So yeah, let's dive in. Let me just open it up with my ruler. Okay, let's see what's in here. I don't want to damage it, so yeah. Okay, so this is the box. Oh, it looks really cool though. I really like the red wine color. I don't know, it's like, they have the name for it. It's like burgundy. Is it burgundy? I don't know. Okay, let's open it up. Oh, so it has a little paper on top. It says Baron Fig, and then the New York City, and that is their website. And you just planted the tree. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so it looks like this. It has all the features and message from the design team, and yep, everything you want to know, the dimension, the total pages, is all in this little booklet inside the box. So this is the notebook. Oh my god. Okay, so side by side comparison, and I'm here with my, let me just close it, kind of dangerous. Let me grab my ruler and give you a more accurate dimension. So for the Losum 1917 is approximately 8.2 inches by 575 inches. So this one, as you can see, is slightly taller than this notebook, and if you put them together, like the bottom and the top, up and down, I don't know how to describe that. So this new Baron Fig notebook is slightly shorter and slightly narrower, so you can see here actually. Yep, so that's what they call smart dimension, smart design. Basically, when they talk about smart dimension, I just right away I thought of, maybe it's easier to put in your bag. It's really good as an on-the-go planner or notebook. because most of the notebook, as you can see, is pretty big, it's pretty chunky, and if you need to carry it around, it doesn't fit in a little purse or a little bag, because you know, not every bag is like a backpack that kind of big. So this notebook probably will fit in more in a smaller bag. That's why they call it smarter dimension. And as you can see, that's the binding and that's the bookmark. So it comes with one bookmark, one big yellow bookmark for this color. This is the light gray color, and it's shorter. As you can see, the bookmark is slightly shorter than the Loscium 1917. Okay, so, and it doesn't comes with the elastic, because I don't think it's one of the feature with the elastic anyway. So when you open it up, ooh, that's the cover, that's the front page. There's a title, a little frame here. You can jot down your name, jot down your information, return email, your name, addresses or phone number, etc., etc. here. Or you can just put a title. What is this notebook for in here, of course. So go to the back. It doesn't come with a pocket. Honestly, I use a little bit of the pocket at the back of the notebook, but I just think it just doesn't house that much, honestly. And the paper seems a little bit weak or fragile for me, so I don't really like to open it up and put things in there. Maybe I will just put like small receipt or something, but a pocket is not a big deal for me, so I'm totally cool without a pocket. So like I said, they offer me this for free. I just need so I told them that I wanted a dotted paper, so they sent me this dotted paper. So that's the front page. That's the first page. It has this thicker page on the cover, and this is the thin page. So let me see. See what is the feeling. Is there any difference? Okay, this is my Loscium, and as you can see, the color is slightly different too. This one is total white. I'm not sure, it's not off. I think this one is called off-white because it's a little bit yellowish. If you don't like off-white color, if you don't like, you know, yellowish pages color, you can definitely try this one, because this one, my background is a total white cardboard. They painted in total white, and this paper is exactly the same color as my background cardboard, so it's a total white color. I should give you a closer look. It has this dotted. The dotted is just so cool. So I don't really like a heavy color dot or ruled or, you know, blank. They don't have anything. So yeah, I don't really like a strong color. So this dotted is totally speaks to me, because it's like half faded, and when you get closer, when you write things down, you can still see the dots. I really like this color. And let's see, what did it say about it? Did it say anything? Okay, so they of course they have their names on at the back. And yeah, it's really cool. They said total flat. They say total flat. Okay, what that is. Open flat. They said it's open flat. I guess you have to push your notebook a little bit, because the binding I think is kind of different. This binding, it shows me like it's kind of like glue it down. I'm not sure though, but you can see the binding on top of the edge. And if you want this notebook opens flat, I think you have like push it a little bit. Just make sure you push every section a little bit, and then they will open flat. It's kind of like a stretches. Okay, just like this, and then you will go to the back and stretch it a little bit. You can hear the sound. Yeah, that's the glue. Maybe the sound of the glue. They're like stretching, and you see the stitching here as well. Okay, so yeah, it opens open flat to me. This is like they said, it's pretty simple. It's a simple notebook, and it's on the go notebook. It's smaller than Lostion, and I bet it's smaller than Moleskine as well. The cover is fabric cover. It's not leather. It's not this leather cover. It's fabric. So you will have this texture cover, little texture touch on top of the cover, and the gray is really light gray. Oh, that's what I like. I like light gray. I have one, actually another Lostion. Here is the gray color. So this color, as you can see, is way darker than this one. So this one is a true light gray color. This is my my bullet journal, and yeah, this one is just so good for note taking. If you are a student, make sure you check it out, because it's such a good notebook for you to carry around in school, at school. And if you are a businessman, or if you are already working, it's just so good for, you know, when you have a meeting, jotting notes in here and there. It's just so simple. It's so, I don't know, just the simple thing just really speaks to me. I love it so much. I really love this notebook. And I want to do a little bit of the ink text, so I will do it at the last page, which is this one, this page. So I have a few pens here ready to for me to do the ink test. Okay, so let us do this. This is the notebook, and these are the pens that I want to do the test on this notebook. Let's start with, you know, normal pen. Normal pen for me means the pen that I regularly use, or I use them daily, such as like Sharpie or ballpoint pens, or this gel pen. So these three probably is my most on the go pens. And this one is a regular Sharpie. You can get it from Michael's, any stationery stores, I believe, or Michael's and place like this. Okay, so this is the Sharpie. So yeah, this is the Sharpie pen test. As you can see, it's not bleed through at all. Yeah, Sharpie works. It's not feathering, that's the word, like, but totally not bleeding through. Pretty sure. This is just a normal ballpoint pen from Zebra. Is what I think. It's not bleed through at all. And this is the Uniball gel ink pen. I got it from Staplers in Canada. And yeah, same. So that's for my regular pen. And then let's try this too. So this too is the liner pen. Like, you use it for illustration, you use it for drawing or painting. So this one is from the pigment Micron 01, is from the Sakura, yeah. Let's see. Yes, it's just stay the same as the what other regular pens are. You can see nothing from the back. And this one is the Staedtler pigment liner. This is the 0.5 nib, so it's kind of thick. So let's see. Yep, it's just the same. As you can see, it's totally not bleeding through or anything. You can see from the back. Okay, so this is a challenge part. I have 2 fountain pen, 2 markers, and one, I guess this is, well, okay, so 3 markers and 2 fountain pens here. This one is the Twist P Diamond, let me see. Okay, this one is a Diamond 580, and I have the regular, I guess this color is green. I got it from Dynamy or something. I forgot the ink, but yeah. And I would like to draw a little bit, just make it thicker. That's kind of cool. Okay, so as you can see, it has a little bit bleeding through, especially this one, because I did put multiple layers on the paper. So this one is kind of heavier, but this one, it has a little bit bleeding through, but it's not quite heavy. So yeah, that is the result of that one. And this one is another fountain pen. This one is the Sailor fountain pen. Let's see. And as always, I need to draw a little dot in here. I really put like multiple layers on each dot. So put it back. Oh, this one, this one somehow it works. I don't know why, because I guess because of the ink. I need to make sure to jot down the ink information in the description box as well. So for this one, it doesn't bleed through, and here it's a little bit feathering, but it's not quite bad, or it's not quite heavy as the one that I just did with the Twist P fountain pen. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the ink, or oh, this one is medium nib, and no, this one is like fine nib, and this one is medium. So 3 markers. This one is mild liners. It's just regular markers. You all know about this markers. And I will do multiple layers right now. Okay, 4 layers. Open to the back. Ooh, so the single layers one, there's no bleed through at all. For the multiple layers, just a little bit, the color shows up a little bit from the back. So yeah, I'm quite impressed by this. And this is a Sharpie permanent marker. Oh, let's do this. This is in like rose gold or gold color. Oh god, did I use it all? Okay, I will change one. Oh my god, that's not what I expected. Okay, this one work. Now I put multiple layers. For this one, I put 5 layers. Let's see. Okay, so you don't see. So this one, because I messed it up, so it doesn't count. So for single layers, the same thing. There's no feathering or no bleeding through at all. But for the 5 layers, you start to see a little bit color showing through from the back. Okay, the last one. The last one is the most tricky one, is the Copic. As you all know, or maybe you don't know, Copic marker is made by oil. So basically, Copic marker will have the bleed through on even watercolor papers, on thicker papers. So I expect it will has the bleed through from the back as well, because it's Copic markers. It's really strong markers, professional markers. So yeah, but let's still try it. So this one is a single layer, and then I will put a little double layers in here. So let's see. So for the single layer, did you see that? So for the single layers, you don't really see the color bleed through. Of course, the color kind of showing from the back, but yeah, it's totally not bleeding through or something. But of course, for the multiple layers, I only applied 3 layers and it just totally bleeding through. But that's totally acceptable. I mean, this just... Okay, so I'm gonna talk about this a little bit, because most people, they buy a notebook, they expect the notebook can hold watercolor, any kind of pen, including fountain pen or marker, or just heavier duty pens. But for me, a notebook is just a notebook. You don't really illustrate at your class. You don't really... I mean, of course, you will use fountain pen. Maybe you are a fountain pen lover or something. You will use markers. So for a notebook, for me, it's just as long as it can hold markers, fountain pen, or your regular ballpoint pen, or gel ink pen, or Sharpie. That is a notebook. That is a wonderful notebook for me already. And the reason why I try different brands of notebook is basically based on how they design the notebook. First of all, how they design the notebook, the size of the notebook, and the pages of the notebook, and maybe other features like bookmark or pockets, or content pages, pages number. That's something that we can talk about later. But for me, a simple notebook, or just a notebook for your class, basically is a notebook like this. It has the hardcover, is sturdy, and it has the bookmark. It doesn't really need to come with the pocket, because like I mentioned before, I don't quite use the pocket too often, because the pocket seems too fragile to me, because it's made out of paper, and I don't want to open it up and close it every single time when I carry it around. And the page number, honestly, I would like them to have page numbers on the notebook, because when you jot down notes, basically you can find the reference from the page number from your content pages, like what they do on the Longchamp notebook, that they have this content pages, so you can just jot down the information in here, and then you can find the pages right away, because they have the pages number in the corner. So that's a review of this notebook. I hope you enjoyed this video, and give me a thumbs up if you like more review to come. So yeah, I will see you in my next video soon. Bye bye.